loves, what's up? It's me, Audra, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, I'm not sure how you got here, but certainly I'm glad you came. And if you are new here, well, you're in for a treat. All right, if you enjoy chaotic, frenetic energy, you like beauty, you like horror, and you like a little bit of commentary thrown in between, then I suggest you go on ahead and subscribe for the low price of $0. I will tell you a holiday wish I have this year. This year, as a holiday wish, I wish Bo would stop being up to shit at the very, very beginning of the video. All right, here are my socials. Yo, I'm getting out of hand. I'm getting out of hand with these reels. Listen, I promise, I'm gonna stop doing them all the time, but I keep playing with it because like I just want to like be better at things. I like to be good at things. And if you saw my live yesterday with Sincerely Alex, then you will be super excited about this video today. Maybe the two don't correlate. Anyway, they don't. I just wanted to plug it. All right, what are we here with today, Audra? Well, I feel like this is day 15 of Gothmas Live, and hopefully, hi me in the comments. Hopefully I was able to premiere this one. I had a little problem with the last one. He is still up to some shit. I don't know what he's doing in there. He's probably rolling around. He's a dog. But what we're here with today is the power of 3. Okay, so there's a thing that I began to think about, especially this year, which is how we can all get caught up in an echo chamber in this beauty community. You can have people that you interact with regularly all the time, and then you just kind of forget to seek out new creators. And also you forget to go through your subscription list and make sure that like these are people that you still watch, or this is stuff that you're still interested in. And so I just really wanted to go through mine and see what I had been subscribed to and hadn't maybe watched and needed to like focus some energy on. Hello, there's more than just like 7 of us doing this. So in my humble little attempt to just say hello to other creators, I have a few different categories to go over, and we're gonna go through creators in each one. So each category will theoretically have 3 creators, although you can, if you want to do this tag, you can add or subtract as many as you want, and you can even cheat a little, which I definitely did. So let's get started. The first category is 3 creators under 3K on the YouTubes that I have started watching and enjoying, or just really paying more attention to this year. And I wanted to talk about Alex the Alchemist. I absolutely love Alex, very soft-spoken, but very assured with how they present themselves. Their hair, stunning. Their snakebite piercings, also absolutely beautiful, and I love how they match the hair. And Alex just tends to do commentary a little bit, does some fashion. I loved, they had a unboxing, I feel like, and I can't remember if it was a ThredUp unboxing, I feel like it was, but that was fantastic and fun, and I just love their personality. They have the cutest pets like ever on the planet, and I think that you would really enjoy makeup content from them if you want to check them out. Also, side note, everyone is linked below. Okay, I'm done. I'm being weirder than usual. Next up is Rupi Minhas. I really like Rupi. Rupi is actually who inspired me to play with reels, to be honest. I hadn't really thought about playing with them the way that I have been playing with them until I saw Rupi's, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that I've been subscribed to Rupi and I haven't been watching. So I went and started watching Rupi. Yo. Why you have a fire over there? And you didn't like you guys have to let me know. You have to remind me that I'm missing out. Obviously, it's on me to do it. But y'all need to check out Rupi. Rupi's beauty content is fire. It's beautiful. Their looks are fantastic. You can find them on Instagram as well. But just yes. Next up is Lady Red. Lady Red is a content creator that I truly enjoy because they just have such a nice, calm nature. They really make me look at makeup in different ways. I feel like they have a way of applying makeup, and just the way that their content is done is in such a way that I've said way 17 times, but it really is very calming. I find Lady Red to be a channel that I like to listen to while I am putting on my own makeup because it's just very soothing. All right, so that's the 3 under 3K. Now we have 3 under 13K. So first up is Bad to the Brow. That is gonna be Millie. fabulous. The shimmers never stop on this channel, all right? If you are into multi-chromes, then you need to see Millie from Bad to the Brow. I always have such a good time with their content. They're so funny, they're kind, but they're also like a little bit of an investigator. Like if they have any clue that potentially, possibly, a brand is not being like honest, Millie's gonna find out. And they are gonna let us know. So definitely check out Bad to the Brow. Next up, Mia's Virtual Vanity. Y'all, the Fae are real and Mia is proof. Okay, Mia's makeup style is beyond gorgeous, beyond fantastic, and beyond stunning. The way that they are so creative in every way possible just blows me away all the time. And then their way with words. I wish I was as witty, but I'll never be. And that is why you go check out Mia so that you can get all the wit and all the sass. I feel like I have some of the sass, but I'm not Faye. I'm just witchy. All right, next up we have my dear friend Emily Hanhan. Originally when I was setting up to do this video, I was really trying to stay away from mentioning my friends, but that's also not quite good either, and I couldn't really do this without mentioning some of my friends. So I definitely want to talk about Emily. Emily, colorful makeup, colorful language, and if you've been on my channel, you know Emily. For those of you that are new, on Emily's channel, one of the things that they are often saying is if you like fat babes, this is the place for you, and it is. And even it is just so nice to have made such a wonderful friend over this past year, but also to know somebody who is so creative with makeup and inspired me to be working with color the way that I am. Because before this, I was just your Betty basic beige bitch, and I don't want to do that anymore. And thanks to Emily and Emily's encouragement, you know, now you got this whole colorful ass rainbow coming at you. Caca! It's been a while. Sorry. I even scared myself. All right, so next up we have 3 under 30K. Listen, I'm gonna get started here with Bemi Abiola. I'm hoping that I pronounce that correctly. Bemi is one of the kindest people in this community. I don't even know them as personally as I'd like to, but they have been so instrumental in me feeling more confident and comfortable in my skin, and even just talking about little things here, a little bit about like my body dysmorphia, things like that, where I just don't feel like so hemmed in anymore. And when I tell you that I fangirled, okay, Bemi liked a photo of mine on the Twitters, and I like lost my whole shit. Like I was like, oh my God, Bemi liked my photo. Like I lost it. So definitely check out Bemi. Another fabulous creator under 30K is gonna be Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. Miss Lacey is made of unicorns, rainbows, and everything nice and wonderful in the teeniest, tiniest of packages. I just think that if you enjoy makeup and talking about and being critical of makeup, as well as with Mia, but you would want to definitely follow and pay attention to Lacey. Lacey is fantastic and fun, pops up once in a while and like live streams. We'll be getting back to content creation soon. And I just absolutely adore everything about Lacey from head to toe. And if y'all have not seen that thirst trap photo, somebody get me some water. Actually, wine. Next up for my 3 under 30K is gonna be Juvia Mazzucato. I don't know what my eyes were seeing when I was looking at her subscriber count. I don't know. I have no, listen, the point still stands. You definitely need to check out their content, but like, I don't know what happened. They're way over 30K, but it is what it is. You know, mistakes were made. Not in watching the content, but in, I don't know what happened to my eyes in that situation. I checked so hard. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, I cannot ever say this properly. Please don't get mad at me, Julia, because names and pronunciation is not my thing. I don't know if you've seen the amount of times where I've said like I can't make my mouth do that. Julia has like this very quirky, fun, calm personality that I enjoy. Even though they're significantly younger than me, I just really like watching their content. They make me laugh in unexpected ways, and I totally enjoy that. And their makeup style is beautiful. So if you have not checked out Julia, now's the time to do so. The next category is gonna be 3 over 50K. And first and foremost, I'm going to have to say Kelsey, Brianna, Jay. All right, Kelsey is in a class of their own. They just have a way about them. First of all, they're loud, and I enjoy that they're loud. I like it when creators are loud. I know. People are gonna be like, Audra, that's rude. It's not rude. I like it when creators are loud because I often like to take a shower whilst I'm listening to my YouTube, and it's very helpful to have creators who are loud enough for that. And Kelsey is definitely that one who is loud, but also very, very honest. If you are looking for somebody who's going to give you a no bones, no like fluff review, it's gonna be Kelsey. They're gonna be completely honest. They're gonna hit the nail on the head. Recently they did the makeup by Mario, and we're just like, this is not the quality I was expecting. And I love you for that, girl. All right, next up is Abby Williamson, who is OG YouTube, been here from a minute, and BT dubs. I feel like one of the reasons that I definitely wanted to talk about Abby is because I've been getting to know them a little bit more this year. But most importantly, one of the things that I think that so many people miss is that Abby is more than just anti-hauls. Abby is hilarious, a fantastic editor, makeup style on point. The merch is Moss, and I love their sense of humor and their willingness to laugh at themselves. Abby has a tendency to just kind of go in hard on like their old content to see if they still feel the same way, and in fact inspired some of my insomnia streams where I was kind of going back and examining some of my content, which I'm still gonna be bitter that like my clothing try-ons did not get the love that they deserved. I'm gonna be bitter about this until the end of time because the editing there was really good. It was really good. I had a style, all right. But anyway, Abby Williamson is just one of those creators that I would love to see continue to grow and just have explosive growth and just move forward because like, they are such a good person. They're so wonderful and so funny. And I think that you should definitely check them out. All right, now the next category is gonna be 3 over 70K, but under 100K. Now, before I get going, because I waited all this way to tell you, this is for small creators. Why'd I wait so long? I wanted you to kind of get a feel for what I'm really trying to do here, which is the small beauty community is vast, and I want anyone in the beauty community to be able to do this tag and potentially not have the same people over and over and over again. It's really, really important, and that's why I didn't want to have specific categories for every single thing in the sense of who I learned from or any of that, and I did do a creator tag like that earlier this year. And what I wanted to change up from that is more just creators in general and not put anybody in any kind of box, because nobody puts baby in a box. Is it corner? Is it box? Who cares? So 3 over 70K and under 100K, we're gonna have Lauren May Beauty. All right, y'all. Lauren is one of those people that just gives me like good feelings the entire time that I'm watching their channel. Like Lauren just always makes me smile, makes me feel comfortable. And one of my favorite things about Lauren's content is that they really go through and examine and show things like this is the makeup I purchased versus this is the makeup that came in PR, to like bring us all of us back down to earth about our makeup collections, in the sense of feeling like when you're watching creators that you should have a makeup collection like this, and making it realistic that like I wouldn't have, like Lauren does that, like I wouldn't have this collection if it weren't for PR. And I'm starting to get there where there's like a lot of stuff here I would not have if it weren't for PR. And again, for that, all creators are always thankful to you for doing so. But I really love that Lauren does that, because every time I watch a video of Lauren's and they have that kind of content going on, it really just like gets me together. And I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to have like this massive beauty collection, and I couldn't afford it. And even when I was working, I couldn't afford a collection like that. And it's just very nice to have somebody like reminding you before you start beating yourself up that you don't have all of the things, that there's a reason why some of us do. Next up, we have Alicia of Kinky Sweat. Alicia is fantastic, fabulous, and funny. Very dry, but like funny. And by dry, I mean the way that Alicia starts a video going, "Welcome to my video. I just love that sense of humor that Alicia brings, where it's like wry and funny and brings me joy and laughter. But also, y'all have to be careful watching Alicia because they are the siren song of makeup, and you will catch yourself like buying everything that Alicia recommends and puts on because they have just magical skills. Sirens aren't of this world, and neither is Alicia, and they just recently launched merch that is so freaking cute, and as soon as I can get one, I'm getting me a little beanie. All right. Next up, we have 3 commentary channels. So I'm going to this has no realm of like however many subscribers. It's just 3 commentary channels I enjoy that are outside, I feel like, of the norm for most people. The first one I want to talk about is T Noir. I do believe that the first time I ever saw T Noir, it was on TikTok, and I thought that they were snappy and to the point, and I really like that about them, and I am just so happy to see how much they've blown up on YouTube. So if you haven't checked out their channel, definitely recommend. Also, the makeup is fire. Next up, we have Nappy Headed Jojoba, which is T, who I have gone closer and closer to this year, and I'm very happy to have done so. T, again, another commentary channel that like rapid fire hits you upside the head and lets you know what's really going on without making you feel like a turd. And sometimes I do feel like a turd, okay? Because I'm not as smart. I'm not as smart. I'm smart. I'm just not like book smart, okay? Smart about dumb things. Like that Johnny Depp was in Nightmare on Elm Street, and that was his first acting role ever. That's the shit I'm smart about. But T has been like heading a Project Exodus for those who want to leave the US. It's just very informative and fun, and most importantly, recently had a sponsor who knew exactly who T was and still did the sponsorship, and that's the kind of shit I'm looking for in a good creator that does commentary. Next up, we have someone who just recently hit 10K subscribers. Sharita Explains It All. Now, Sharita does a little bit of this and that, but main bread and butter and the thing that like really makes them stand out is their commentary. Also, Sharita just hit 11K again, so congratulations again. Haha. All right. Sharita just has a way of putting things into perspective in such a way that I always feel really comfortable and confident having received that information from them. And I also feel, for the most part, like I do with everybody, that I generally like agree with the way that they put things. And even if I don't, I see what they mean. And we can also have discussions in DMs or on Marco Polo. And I like that as well. All right, next up we have 3 podcasts that I have been checking out this year, and of course all of them are LGG affiliated. So listen, I am biased, but we're going to talk about Fefi, who has a podcast called One More Thing. Mostly it films on Twitch live, and then on YouTube is when it goes up after it's been put together however they want to. I love Fefi. I love the way that Fefi looks at the world, and I love that Fefi also brings something to the table that many don't, which is not being an American and not being in America. And it really helps me to like remember that everything that I have here is not the same there. And I love having creators that I'm watching and listening to not all be US centric, because again, echo chamber, and it's just really helpful, and they're just so delightful and funny. If you have not seen our live together for Live Miss Gothmith's Live, I will put that up here somewhere. Next up is the Sis Haven podcast. Listen, if you need a place to go, I was just recently listening to the one that they just did. I don't know if it was just done, but I was just listening to it about struggle love. I love the conversations that they have. They have really deep, beautiful conversations and fun ones as well. But the struggle love really just struck home, and I really love that one. I've listened to it, I think maybe 2 times at this point. I feel like the first time I had it on, and I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I just wasn't. I was ADHDing is what I was doing. But I've been listening to it again and like listening to it in like pieces, and I've just really been enjoying their content. That is Yolanda and Yanni that run that thing, and they're running it really well. So I think that you should definitely go check that out. And the regular girl, this is Tony. You know how much I love Tony. Tony has been making a podcast that has makeup, talking about life, talking about how they feel about everything. And I just really enjoy all 3 of these podcasts because it just feels like I'm sitting with a friend having a conversation as opposed to like having to really, I don't feel like I'm passively listening to most of them. Like that, I think that's the thing, is I feel like there's podcasts that I can passively listen to, but I feel like I'm actively listening and conversing back and forth with them, even though that makes me sound like I'm not all there, because it seems a lot like I'm just being very, very strange and that I'm talking to people who don't know I'm talking to them. But I feel like you should, you know, if you're making a podcast, you should know that I'm secretly kind of like talking back to you, all right? And next up, I have 3 non-beauty channels. However, I actually did more than that, and we're gonna get there. The reason being is I only had 2 over 50K and I only had 2 over 70 under 100. So the first non-beauty channel I'm gonna talk about obviously is Ryan Hollinger. If you don't know how much I love Ryan Hollinger's channel, I don't know where you've been. I was wearing a Horror Hollinger hoodie in one of my videos. Like, Ryan Hollinger just brings the heat with his deep analysis of horror films in general, and I just love each and every one of them. Just recently did one on the Leprechaun movies and asking if they're really that bad. They are, but they're bad funny, and I love it. And I just love the however, you'd have to watch it to get it, and I'm not doing a good job. Next up, we have Spooky Rice. Listen, if there's ever a time where you know that there is a horror film that is gonna be extremely disturbing that you actually don't want to see, but like you're kind of curious about it, but you like don't want to watch it because you don't want to be scarred for life, Spooky Rice is for you. Spooky Rice will break down some of the most disturbing films ever, and you don't actually ever have to see it, not one time. I almost listen to it like it is a podcast because sometimes I don't want to see some of the things, but yeah, there's been some really movies on there. Next up is Slumber Reads. Slumber Reads reads scary tales, like spooky stories. And when I tell you that Slumber Reads has been a like lifesaver for me when I can't sleep, I am not kidding. One night I woke up from like a horrific nightmare. My heart was beating so damn hard, and like I was looking out of my bedroom trying to convince myself that there wasn't a Grim Reaper there. Listen, it was a horrifying nightmare. Anyway, the only thing that calmed me down and put me back to sleep was listening to Slumber Reads. And it's always annoying because I always want to hear like the whole story, so I have to keep going back and re-listening, which I guess is fine, but that's Slumber Reads. All right. Now I do have another one, which is Alex Melton. Alex Melton is this channel that I randomly came across, and what they do is music. They do fun music things, and the reason I came across them is because they were like, yeah, I'm gonna do Semi-Charmed Life by Third Eye Blind, but as if Blink-182 did it. It's immaculate. And I have been obsessed and binge watching ever since. I love their channel. You should definitely go check them out. Next up, we have the Punk Rock MBA. I am into music and I just adore Finn McKenty. He's so fun, funny. I have such a good time watching their videos. They break down why certain bands got big and how. They break down differences between like selling out and why that's not a big deal. And it really goes into like the music business side of music as opposed to just like, oh, this sucks. And we'll really break down varying genres and how they got big, why they got big. And instead of just being like, you know, a turf and like a total piece of shit about music, like really fun and really good time. All right, that brings us to 24 things. And we know I don't like even numbers. So to even all of this out, I do have one other category that I threw in here, which is one channel that I have recently become obsessed with, and that is Maddie Dreisbeck. Ha! I hope I said their name correctly. Maddie is just like everything that I wish that I had been when I was their age. Beauty, lifestyle, clothing, commentary. Found them from Tiffany Ferg, and I have not regretted a moment of it since. Do I have a slight crush on them? Yes. Is it because they are stunningly beautiful? Also, yes. You should definitely check out Maddie if you have not yet. I absolutely love their channel. And that's it. That is the video. That is just a random Power of 3 creator tag so that we can all just kind of help each other every year, you know, to find new people. And I'm gonna try to make sure that I do this every year and keep my list. I keep lists anyway for like an eternity. I'm a Taurus, what do you want? Anyway, I do have to go. I have a live stream that I have to be at, which you can rewatch today because it's happening today, which is yesterday. This is getting to be too much for me. Anyway, As usual, huge shout out to my patrons and spooky bays. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to come up with like a new song or maybe not a song at all. Y'all let me know. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And as you know, it costs $0 to be kind. It's so good for your soul and you wanna take care of it because otherwise, I'm gonna have to ring the Krampus bell, y'all. And it really is the Krampus bell. I'm not kidding. There you go. Ball and chain. Get it. All right, until next time, XOXO, Gothic Girl. I love that I found it. Yay. Oof. That was intense, wasn't it? All right. Emily just has this beautiful style, and as they like to say, if you like, you know, beautiful music and fat babes, then stay. And beautiful music. You ready? Porque I am ready. I have hair sticking in places I don't even care because this highlight is doing all the things and I'm very happy. wait. There it is. Oh, there's no bloopers because, sorry, I'm doing a live stream. Bye.